the guy that's number one is Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
Right. So he's been injured the past few games, but he is still number one on that MVP race with 34.6, 11.8 rebounds a game, and 6 assists per ball game. So still overpowering everybody, leading the 76ers. Even without James Harden this season, they are still one of the top teams in the East. So Joel Embiid still deserves number one honors for that MVP race.
Double-double today earlier, 40 points if I'm not mistaken. But, okay, ito na yung mga but natin. But, he is 8 games away from not making that award. Diba? 8 missed games rather.
Yeah.
Does that concern you? Does that worry you? Is that like a prediction? 8 games din yan, with half the season gone.
Personally, I have a feeling that he is gonna miss 8 games. So
You think
there's
so?
a lot. There's
Yeah.
a lot. I do watch him play. There's a lot of things that hurts from him, from his knee to his foot. So I hope he does not miss those 8 games, but that can be a concern for his MVP race.
Right.
Yeah, of course, when you talk about Embiid, we've always worried about his health from time to time. Availability. Hopefully, he can stay healthy and, of course, make it a very interesting race. Another guy, Nikola Jokic, you have to mention him. Last season's MVP question, for me personally, will people have a bit of voter fatigue? I don't know. What do you think about his numbers and performance so far?
Well, the performance, the numbers still is going to be there. He's still going to be top of the list on points, rebounds, assists. Still going to be a big impact for the Denver Nuggets. But that may be a concern that people may see that we're watching the same thing. And when you watch Jokic, he plays basketball so basic. No highlights, no dunks, not a lot of three-pointers. So if we're talking about votes, there may be less votes for Nikola Jokic, but the numbers and the wins will always be there for Denver.
These are the 2 guys that you talked about, or the 2 guys who basically been battling for the MVP race the last couple of years. Joel just won, and Nikola trying to get it again.
Yeah.
Okay, but the third one I like, because there was talk already about him as an MVP candidate for the year to come, which is this year, SGA. And the team has been playing so well.
Yeah.
My personal favorite among the top 3 is SGA. Not just from a fan standpoint, also from him watching, even from his days here when he played in FIBA. He plays with so much passion each and every time. The numbers don't really show how passionate he is in every ball game, but still one of the top scorers in the league with 31.4, doing everything, even number 1 in steals. So not really seen. So SGA doing it both from an offensive and defensive standpoint. And all of a sudden, the OKC Thunder are number 2 in the West after not even making the playoffs the past few years.
Beat Denver, beat Boston, they've beaten everybody.
But important to the crew here, talo sa Lakers. Yes. Okay, but then of course, apart from those guys, running short on time here, so we're going to run through the last 2 first. Luka Doncic and Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The regulars.
They're almost perennial. They're there all the time, right? And now I want to tease you. Your MVP picks.
Yes.
Jason Tatum and Tyrese Halliburton. Okay, Halliburton muna. Bakit?
All right, Halliburton, very simple. I just put it to 3 things. He's number 1 in assists. He's bringing Indiana to a very good playoff run here. They're number 6 in the East. And he's number 1 in offensive rating. Means he's the most efficient guy whenever he has that basketball. Number 1 in scoring is Indiana. And he's also number 1 in assist ratio. It means he is very efficient whenever he has the ball in either getting a basket or getting an assist for his teammates. So impact on impact, he's one of the most impactful guys here in the NBA.
And because it's a regular season award, and no matter what happens in the playoffs, that's the important thing. The question about whether Jason Tatum has missed the boat already the last couple of years, are you in that? Obviously, you're not in that same conversation because you picked him as one of your hot candidates.
Well, you have to credit always the winners. And Boston right now is number 1 in the league. So who is the best player on the best team? And that's Jason Tatum. He is not scoring as much as he is last year, but he is more efficient on 2 to 3 more less shots and a better defensive rating as well this year. So he is more efficient as a player, not as high as a number, but they only have 9 losses in the season, number 1 in the whole league. So I really have to credit Jason Tatum for that.
It's all because of Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Drew Holiday. That's the reason why, to be honest.
I'm a Drew Holiday fan as well right here.
There
I'm a
you
Drew
go.
Holiday fan.
How much do we love Pinoy sports? With all our heart, all the time. Download Pilipinas Live now.